Did you know that you could be paid up to £31,000 to become a teacher here in the UK? Wow, how can I make this happen? Well, before we go to the how, let's talk about the why. The classrooms in the UK currently reflect the increasing migration trend. A lot of people have moved into the UK. Young people are really looking forward to fulfillment through education. Unfortunately, when you look at the teaching demographic, over 84% of teachers are not of ethnic minority origin. So over 84% of teachers in the UK are white. Now, education is wonderful, it is empowering, but it also needs context in order to be able to apply it reasonably. And so when teachers do not know how to transfer the context of the curriculum to a format that young people can understand, then we create what we call the inequality gap. If you look at the exam trends amongst ethnic minority origins, just go to gov.uk, you will find that some communities are outperforming their peers. These young people attend the same lessons, have the same teachers, have the same curriculum exposure. So if logic states that what goes in comes out, ideally we should all be at par. But that's not the case. So that tells you that ethnic minority children are suffering, and a lot of them are in need of teachers that would help raise their confidence in the educational system, but also break down the concepts that they learn and show them how to apply this for greatness. So yes, become a teacher and be paid potential. You might be wondering, what's the difference between the scholarship and the bursary? Well, both of them are free and both of them do not need to be repaid. While bursary goes to people who might be from low income backgrounds, and obviously you need to be eligible. So for example, if you're an immigrant, you might need to have your indefinite leave to remain. All these things need to be checked out. I know circumstances are different, and I will show you where to look up all this information unique to your scholarships. Are quite competitive. You need to be the best of the best in your subject to be eligible, in addition to other requirements, whereas bursary depends on your socio-economic status and unique circumstances. So it is really worth checking this out. Now let's come to which subjects might actually earn you up to £31,000 here in the UK, just for you to teach and support our young people. First, we have, for scholarships, chemistry, computing, physics. All these have a scholarship amount of up to £31,000 and bursary of up to £29,000. For mathematics, scholarship at the moment for the 2026 to 2027 year is not really, ongoing. It's currently not listed. All right. However, the bursary is also £29,000, so you might be eligible to earn that. Do I hear you ask, what about us? Hold on, there is more. So subjects like French, German, Spanish, and other languages might be eligible for £22,000 in scholarship and £20,000 in bursary. All right. And then other languages do not get scholarships apart from French, German, and Spanish. However, you may get a bursary of £20,000. And then if you want to expand this to other subject specialisms, you have design and technology, so DT, biology, and geography. While these three subjects do not get scholarships, you might be eligible for bursary. So for DT, which is design and technology, it's £20,000. For computing, it is not computing. For biology, it is £5,000. Now, here's the big question. How do I become a qualified teacher here in the UK? Well, there are many platforms out there. The first place to check is your official government website, gov.uk, and you would need to type in "get into teaching." So you have your official government service, and all the download is there for you to look at. Every information has been laid bare. However, I am not acting as your educational consultant, giving you this guarantee that when you do so and so thing, you'll definitely get in. That's not what I'm here to do. The key thing I'm trying to achieve here is to transfer authentic knowledge that I have seen to work. So some key platforms that will enable you gain access into teaching include universities. So it doesn't matter where you are in the UK, most universities run what we call the PGCE route, which is the postgraduate certificate in education route, after which you will get a qualified teacher status. It's often for 1 year and you get a qualified teacher status. All right, and then following that, you might even get a retainer and obtain a job. So it is worth trying. All right, so 1 year postgraduate course, at the end of which you get a QTS qualification, and most universities in the UK run this. When you come to local levels, we have what we call SCITT, which is school-centered initial teacher training. Well, that used to run, and the thing is, by the time you watch this video, it might be that they have done their merger and so on. So it's really worth checking which particular platform you're working with. We have things called SCITT, we have Nest, which also might have merged, but these are all local groups that you may find, and different communities have different platforms that will kind of empower you to get into teaching. And if you're not too sure, call the university in your area and also call your local council, and you will get a lot of guidance in this regard. We also have the school direct route, but you will need to pay your tuition fees, obviously. And there's also a salaried route where you will be placed in a school to teach, and you might even get paid in addition to the bursary or scholarship if you did qualify for those, that is. We have teaching apprenticeships. We also have Teach First, all right? And Teach First is a paid employment route. So there are multiple opportunities out there. So now that we know what is available financially, as well as platforms that can support this venture for you, I'm sure you're wondering, so how do I become eligible? Well, there are some key non-negotiables. Firstly, you must have your grade 4 or a C in maths and English. That's non-negotiable. Most importantly, criminal record. You must not have any criminal record. So before you're allowed to become a teacher, there is what we call disbarring and service, DBS, disbarring service. You will need to go through your DBS to clarify and confirm to the authorities that you do not have any criminal records. And then following that, you will need to choose your subject specialism and also demonstrate that you do have at least a bachelor's degree in your subject area. And of course, you must have the right to study here in the UK. So this works really well for people with indefinite leave to remain, or they have a study visa or some kind of visa that allows them to also work, especially if you hope to be paid while doing this job. And finally, if you have already qualified in your home country, well, we do have a service called the National Academic Recognition Information Center, NARIC, which would look at your qualification and then transfer its value to the UK system here to give it some kind of ranking system, and then that allows you to hit the ground running and pursue your dream to become a teacher. I hope this has blessed someone, and if you want more help with pursuing this big venture, drop a comment, tell me your nationality, tell me your qualification, and then possibly any specific questions regarding your circumstances and your desire to become a teacher. I'll do my best to address that. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.